I'm excited.
That's it.
Nice stiffy.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Yes, Wrestling with Savage does begin now. Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Savage. Let me welcome Anthony, my co-host of the show. Anthony, what's going on, brother?
Not much, man.
Benefit of the audience at home, I'm just going to put on the shades, bro.
Oh, here comes the Savage.
Yeah, man, I need to be savage tonight because that's what NXT was tonight. It was pretty savage, right?
Yeah, the ending was.
The ending was pretty savage, actually. Yeah, I did like that. We'll get into the ending, obviously, in a little bit. I wonder if Jay's going to be joining us tonight. He always comes in fashionably late. He usually never misses an episode of NXT. But since he's not here yet, let's give another shout-out to the Bushwhackers. Rest in peace, Butch Miller. My condolences to his family. Jay is finally here. What's going on, Jay?
What's up, Jay?
NXT ended on a savage note, right? We're going to get into that. But before we get into any of that, Jay, let's just make the big announcement right here, right now. Are you ready for the big announcement? Sure, you already know what it is.
Sweating over here. I'm sweating.
Boom! April 13th, 2023. Superstar Speedball Mike Bailey will be in the house at the Wrestling Universe, brought to you by Savage Kingdom Promotions. If you have the chance, if you're in the area, I highly recommend coming down and meet him right now while that combo is still cheap. Because that price for the level of talent this man has in the ring, it's an absolute bargain. He is one of the hottest superstars in the world today. Consistently, year in, year out, has been Match of the Year candidate. And all over the world, major companies that choose who's going to be Match of the Year. This guy gets nominated almost every year. He has been killing it. So make sure you come on down to the Wrestling Universe, hang out with Savage, meet Mike Bailey over here, and do your thing, man. Last night, just wanted to, any thoughts, any next day thoughts after what we saw last night on Raw? And let's talk about the lack of NXT on Raw. I thought that was weird.
I'm fine with it. After tonight, I'm fine with it.
After tonight, you're fine with it? I mean, I thought it was weird because usually somebody would get a call up, at least someone. We saw no one last night on Raw, man. Nobody. All right, since we're here, NXT, we got to talk about Stand and Deliver before we can get into NXT. Obviously, Carmelo Hayes is your new NXT champion. Jay, what did you think about the match between him and Braun Breaker and the fashion and the way he won the title? Did it impress you?
It surely standed, but it didn't deliver for me. The main event was a truly disappointment. I don't think they hit their marks. Melo even had a slip in the beginning. I don't know if that was nerve, but from then on, it just didn't sit well for me. The ending didn't sit well for me. I don't know what else to say. The only good thing is he's holding the belt, but that's about it.
He did win the title, and they made the right move there, but you're right. The match fell flat. There was mishaps all night long, and I don't think anything could have resurrected that pay-per-view, and it's a shame because at the end of the day, I don't blame it on the booking. I blame it on the creative direction of who's organizing and orchestrating these matches, who's helping orchestrate these matches. Because this isn't a normal match. This isn't the Performance Center. This isn't Dayton, Ohio. This is Stand and Deliver, your marquee event. It's supposed to be your event of the year.
They booked it like a NXT, an NXT Tuesday night show.
We've seen better matches this year on NXT than we saw at that pay-per-view. And I'm just being honest. If we're going to keep going on that pay-per-view, Chase Shu coming through big time. Obviously, the turn from Duke Hudson didn't happen. I was kind of surprised with that. Tonight, we saw in NXT, he looked like he's really on board with Chase U. Anthony, what do you have?
Honestly, if they do it at any point now, it's going to be pointless to me.
What, the turn?
You know, because you had that would have been the best time to do it at Stand and Deliver.
No, not necessarily true. I mean, I think they're trying to accomplish something here.
It was like a pre-show match, right?
Look at it like this, Anthony. How many superstars get the quality? I mean, I'm not saying the content is the best, but the way they're being shot and their time they're being given. Who else on the roster right now is getting vignettes as good as what Chase U's been getting the last couple of months?
No, I'm not.
They've been getting the royal treatment.
I mean, I'm not talking about Chase U like the entire. I'm just saying, like, if with Duke Hudson, like, we've been like looking for that turn.
Yeah, and you're going to keep looking for it.
When is that turn?
And you're going to keep waiting for it, just like you were looking for Cody Rhodes to defeat Roman Reigns, and obviously that day was not on Sunday, and we don't know when it's going to be. They're going to make you wait for it.
Jay.
The point is that they want to make you get invested in these characters and these storylines. So I'm kind of on the side of better storytelling, and sometimes better storytelling comes from long-term storytelling.
Fair statement.
What did you guys think about what happened in the ladder match? First of all, that match was shit, right? Very unorganized. They had women on the sidelines all match long, coming in, coming out, spot fest galore. And I didn't really like this run-in by JC Jane. I just don't. I thought it was another pointless run-in.
I bet Gigi was thinking the same thing, and JC. They were probably like, "What the fuck are we gonna?"
This is taking away from the match. And Jay, we got to get into the conversation of your girl Roxanne Perez, who you've been, talking about her like she's the tribal chief and she's the face that runs the place. And obviously, they lost faith in her because they didn't put the strap back on her. I mean, we don't even see her on NXT tonight. She's a ghost.
She could be injured.
Maybe. You think? Well, maybe you're right. Either that or somebody lost faith on her, but I'll tell you who's not injured, and that's Cora Jade, and we'll talk about her a little later tonight, man. Cora Jade looking finer than ever, man. So the Creed brothers, they did their thing, right? What did you guys think about that matchup?
I'll say you first.
Probably one of the worst tag team matches I've possibly ever seen in history. One of the biggest memes to come out of the weekend. Brutus.
How was that Brutus bomb?
On the outside.
That missed completely?
That missed completely wide open to the right. Yeah, and these guys try to sell it like it really hit them.
It was bad.
It
was bad. And it was bad. The pay-per-view was really bad. I mean, I did enjoy this match. I did enjoy this matchup a little bit.
That was a good match.
It was a good match, but I didn't like how often people were just hanging out on the outside waiting for their spots. That's my biggest gripe about these Fatal 5-Way matches. We have way too many people always waiting to come in and, on cue, and it just makes it look more fake, if I have to use that word. And I hate to use that word, but that's what it does when you have monsters like Dragunov just hanging out ringside waiting for this guy to finish his flippity-dippity bullshit so he can come in and do his spot.
I don't know.
I was just going to say, Savage, not every promotion's like BPW, man.
I don't know. I thought this was a great match for a 5-way because 5-way is very challenging, and they did so many big spots, and it was great. The only problem I have with it is that they didn't do many creative spots, if that makes sense.
There was nothing with 5 guys at a time. Everything was one guy, 2 guys.
Hold on. This is a no DQ, gentlemen. So
it's all you, Jay.
Explain this. It's a no DQ. I'm surprised they didn't use weapons. I'm surprised they didn't get creative, but that could be because the next match was Waller and Gargano, which used all that. So I thought it was great, man. I thought it was good for a 5-way.
It was the best match on the card. I'll give it that.
Yeah, B. I think so.
I can't disagree with that. So. What did we think of Dragon Lee's debut on pay-per-view?
Bland. I didn't.
Right? Jay, I got that same feeling. I didn't feel like I saw anything special.
I thought Dragon Lee was fast and really stamp, but he just looked kind of average, no? I thought he was like a high flyer,
Anthony's just gonna go.
lucha libre type of guy, but
I gotta start moving.
I
Sorry.
don't know.
Everybody do the La Greca lean.
I,
Let's go.
I wasn't impressed with Dragon Lee. What's
Jay, where's the La Greca lean? We're
Is
leaning, guys.
that how you do?
Yeah, you just go left to right. He doesn't do anything
Yeah.
fucking special. What do you think? Dave is moving agile or something, man? This guy's. Did you see him on the NXT pre-show? Speaking of David LaGreca,
Yeah,
He was
and I
on the
saw that-
pre-show.
and I saw that girl.
who wears this suit better, Jay? Me or David LaGreca?
No comment.
No, we gotta put you on
Not
spot,
trying
man.
to get blasted by anybody. so-
Why you don't even listen to Busted Open? You get all your Busted Open through me and the
YouTube,
cast.
YouTube. I
YouTube.
mean, it's old episode, man.
YouTube my ass, man. All right, let's talk about this. Grayson Waller taking on Johnny Gargano. And honestly, I did not like this match. I did it for whatever reason. I don't know why.
I thought Waller shined in this match. I just didn't like Gargano if that makes sense.
Maybe that's why. Maybe Gargano is not the right dance partner.
Yeah, I
For
don't
Grayson
think
Waller.
he is.
Just something didn't feel right with me. Something didn't sit right with me. I didn't really enjoy the match. I was looking forward to it.
I wasn't really feeling that match. Like it sucks for me because like not a lot of the matches on that card, let alone any of them, made me feel anything.
No,
Like,
I agree with you.
I didn't feel invested.
I was more
least-
excited about the match than the actual match itself.
Yeah, it was hype.
And I wasn't a fan of this coast to coast either.
It's all right. Seen worse.
I don't know if it was needed, man. Who's being disrespectful, Mick? What are you talking about now? Mick, you're always coming in here causing chaos, man. Who's being disrespectful, man?
Probably
By the
you.
way, I saw you in your baseball game. Good job at your baseball game. We see there Johnny Gargano with his family. Like, you can even see the baby. There's his daughter right there. She's in the shot, too.
This was a golden moment right here. I like this. This was nice. I didn't like Indy with the belt, but this was nice.
Speaking of Indy with the title, there she is with the title. She's your new champion. What did you think of that main event, man? Or what should have been maybe the main event? Did it do anything for you? Or do you want to get into that later? Because she opened up NXT. We can get into Indy in a minute. How about our new tag team champions? We knew that was coming.
Yeah, we knew the titles were changing.
That was easy.
Wasn't a great match, just average to me. But I think Albert Fire and Elon Dawn worked really great together. I think
All
they got
right.
good chemistry.
Let me ask you something, Jay, because at the end of this show, we're going to see a different picture than this. We're going to see a picture of Braun Breaker spearing Carmelo Hayes, turning heel. My opinion, I think it would have been better served at this pay-per-view if he just turned around and fucking clobbered him right there live on the Peacock Network.
That's what I was waiting for.
Do
I was waiting
you
for
not
that.
agree with that, Jay? I think it would have been more.
I don't know. It could be a lot of things, man. Maybe he was gonna get called up, and they said no. You know, it could be a lot of factors into that. I can't really give an answer on that
Because to me, it makes Braun look stupid. Like, why would you wait?
because I think they're really smart back there, and they would have just pulled the trigger on it. But there must have been a reason why the trigger wasn't pulled.
The match itself was
Vince
okay.
McMahon.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it was just an okay match that they said, no, let's not pull the trigger. Let's do it live on NXT.
Vince McMahon.
It's okay, Mick. People watch it later. A lot of people don't stay for the live. They come back and they watch later. That's what we're here for. We're here to give people the content to watch throughout the week.
Ask questions.
Mick, you can ask questions if you want. There's the spear tonight that you're going to see at the end of the night, but I put it up now because I wanted to talk about it. Like I said, I really think this should have happened here at the pay-per-view, but that's not what we got. Maybe Jay's right. Maybe it was a bunch of different circumstances that led up to this decision tonight. Maybe Braun was supposed to be on Raw, and then Vince shows up and says no. For all we know, Braun was backstage ready to have a segment, and Vince comes in with his pencil, does the rewrite. One thing I did hear about last night, Jay, is the new owners were there, and they were watching Vince's creative process, and they were not fans of it. And Triple H is going to be given the reins on SmackDown so they can compare the difference between his creative process and Vince McMahon's creative process. So we've created now this kind of competition now between Vince and Trips, maybe for creative full control. Is that what's happening here? That's kind of wild.
I did say yesterday this felt like a Vince McMahon show.
It did. It did.
I'm not surprised by it, but let's see what happens. I mean, Trips has his good moments, but he also has his bad moments. So
we all do. We all do.
We got to see how it plays out.
Yeah, but I mean, there was a lot of things that were nixed at WrestleMania, like the like LA Knight segment. They nixed that. Vince McMahon did it, and then puts his son out there to get injured. Great move, douchebag.
Who knows? Maybe that was a Shane move. You know, I was kind of surprised to even see him in the first place, but you know, that should be a lesson learned. You can't just like hop back on whenever you feel like it and have a main event spot in WrestleMania and then think it's going to be okay, man. Johannes right there. Shane McMahon learned a valuable lesson, and I hope that goes to a lot of the other people in the back in the locker room. Yeah, you know, if you have ring rust, don't get in the ring on WrestleMania. You know, for all we know, he got hurt with the most basic shit too. He did a leapfrog.
Yeah, but that was it. Arm whipped him, and he was too close, and then he did the leapfrog.
Either way, it was wild to see. But yo, how do we know it's not fake? Maybe he did that to like kind of shout out to his dad. Because didn't his dad do the same thing in WrestleMania? Kind of.
I don't think it was WrestleMania.
No, that was a Royal Rumble.
That was Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
He came out and he tried to run, and then he tore both his quads or something, right?
It was when Cena and Batista went over the top rope at the same time.
Shane is hilarious, man. Mick Thomason thinks NXT was better than Monday Night Raw, and he isn't wrong. No, I'm sure it was legit. Ricky. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to Tantalizing Tony, Total Watam, all the people that killed it at WrestleMania this weekend. At the end of the day, you know, WrestleMania, bro, you look forward to it all year long. Good, bad, and the ugly. It doesn't matter. We'll still be here for next year's Mania. It doesn't really matter what they do at this point. But I'm curious to see what this year is going to bring. I feel like now we're going to get maybe more of the same, but for how long? If the new owners aren't happy with Vince's way, Trips might get the reins, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's talk about Indy Hartwell, though. She's your new NXT champion. She won the match at Stand and Deliver, which I wasn't a fan of at all. But here she is tonight. She's defending against Zoe Starks, the lady that I think should have won the title. But, again, long-term storytelling here. So, Jay, I'm going to go to you first. What do you think the reason why they put the title on Indy Hartwell is? What is it that I'm missing? Is it the whole Johnny Gargano, Dexter Loomis connection? Is that what's given her life?
I'm trying. Can you just refresh my mind who was in the match? It was Stratton, Stark, Indy, Perez, and who else? Who's the fifth?
It was really bad. Gigi Dolan?
Okay. I think they just put it on Indy because she's been so trash for the last so-called years, and she's still trash to me. But I guess I'll be a little nice. I think Perez is savage. I think they had to put it on a baby face that the crowd could get over with, and that's Indy Hartwell. If you really look on it in paper, it's not Gigi Dolan. She just started as face, and she needs to. We all expected Jixie Jane to come out. Now, if you look at this promo and the way it started, the crowd, you deserve a chant. Please give me a break. But they love her, and this was the right promo to date. I can't believe I'm even saying that because she showed emotion, and she showed emotion based on the crowd emotional response. So, was this a great promo for her? Yes. Do I like her as champ?
Yeah, but I thought Zoe came out and annihilated her. She came out, said the exact truth of the situation. Said, this is my level, and you're like,
lower level.
You know, like that was straight fire, and Zoe delivered it with conviction, and I believed every word of it. So I don't know how long Indy Hartwell's run's going to last.
I had to critique the champ, though. I know what Zoe could do, but I had to critique the champ.
No, that's fine.
I think she did.
Anthony hit us up right away in the chat
Oh.
saying, "Get this shit off my TV." He didn't even want to fucking give it a
I
break.
agree,
But to me,
Yeah,
this is
listen.
what stole the show. This is the matchup that is gonna be serious down the line. I promise you, because someone's gonna have that title.
Can't be. Can't be.
Cora Jade impressed me tonight. Her look, the way she looked tonight, came out, hit that DDT on the champ, sent a clear, strong message. Unlike Tiffany Stratton,
Yeah.
who just wanted to come out and talk shit, Cora came out and did shit. That's why tonight, to me, she was the star of the night. In my opinion, I thought she was and that's a new segment I want to make on this show. Like every night when we watch a show, we should pick who was the superstar of the night, who stood out the most. And to me tonight, that's Cora Jade. Cora Jade came out, made a statement, looked clean, and walked out with her head held high, and has me a believer that she is going to hold that title, maybe even before Zoe. Because at the end of the day, Zoe lost tonight, no matter how good Zoe is.
I think we all know where Jade's direction's going, so
Cora Jade's going to the top, baby.
not yet, but she will.
She's going to the top. Yeah, there's Indy Hartwell in the beginning of the night cutting that heartfelt
Those
promo.
are good.
Here's the next matchup. All right, we got Tony D, Stacks taking on Pretty Deadly. The match itself was actually pretty good. I thought Tony D looked like a stud tonight, right? Great suplexes, great ring presence. But I'll give credit where credit is due. Pretty Deadly with a nice, unique take on being a piece of shit heel team and doing what was necessary, kind of like Twin Magic almost, kind of like a little like magic act they had going on. And they were able to get the win with a roll-up on Tony D. What'd you think of the match, Jay?
I thought Tony D was the most impressive in the match with the double hook suplex, the wheelbarrow German on Prince, followed by the spine buster. But what was more impressive, Savage and Anthony, was the fact that Tony D and Stacks clicked in this match. They haven't clicked in the stand and deliver match and didn't click in the match before going home. This was their first match they clicked. I thought it was great. I thought Pretty Deadly was outstanding tonight. I'm surprised did not get called in the main roster. We never seen a dirty finish like that. It is so creative that it worked, and it was great for me. I loved it. I should expect these guys up sooner or later. This was great.
This was a fun match. Oh, Anthony, what'd you think about this match?
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
To what you were saying about the superstar of the night. For me, it was Tony D and Stacks, like that tag team. For me,
I think Tony D and Stacks have been coming in on their own like the last couple of weeks. Like you said, tonight, the chemistry was there. They actually look like a real tag team. They look like a threat.
They're putting in the work. And
I think we're going to see the gold on their shoulders, guys.
Well, they're getting the crowd with them, so I could see that happening. If they act like this, hey, sky's the limit.
All right, and we're going to get into the matchup right now. Dijak is going to have his match against Odyssey Jones, and that's the match right there. Dijak's your winner. I didn't really care about this match. It didn't have any substance. Dijak looked good, though. I'll say that, but I don't think he should be doing moonsaults off the top rope. That's my opinion. But Dijak looked good. He looked good. He got the win. What you got, Jay?
Well, I'm a die-hard Dijak fan, guys.
He looked good.
He looked freaking awesome tonight. What was more impressive was Odyssey Jones when he was having his little offense. He looked kind of good too. Even when he caught him with the power slam, that looked pretty good. So I didn't like Odyssey facials. I thought he was a little impressive tonight, but Dijak was the most. When he picked him up, you all know he does that GTS move. There was no way he was going to do it. I just think he did that back moonsault because he just had to finish the guy, and it came out great. I can't say nothing bad about Dijak. This was a fun match.
I just don't want to see him get hurt, man, because that's a lot of weight coming off that top rope.
That's why when he was slowly walking with him, I was like, "There's no way he's going to do the GTS. No way, impossible. No way." He was like struggling.
How about you, Ant? What you got on that match?
Dijak I'm loving everything about him. His presentation, the way he moves in the ring, his moveset's becoming cleaner.
Great tonight. Yeah. Exactly. The T5
his presentation's great, but he still took a loss to Wes Lee. That's going to stay fresh.
Not a bad loss.
No, not a bad loss. That was actually match of the night.
Top guy.
That was match of the night.
It's tolerable. I'll take it. Now, if you said he lost to Jones tonight, then we could.
No, well, he didn't lose to Jones tonight, thank God. But I bet you Zion Quinn would have lost to Jones tonight.
They should just bring Odyssey up to the and have.
Now, obviously, this was match of the night. It was a really good match, but I'm not a big fan of Dragon Lee coming in and just crushing Nathan Frazier, because I think Nathan Frazier has been one of the dark horses of the NXT division, one of the workhorses who's been carrying the load, putting in the work, and quite frankly, has had some of the best matches on NXT over the last 365 days. Just being honest. Jay, do you disagree with me? Were you happy with the results of this and Dragon Lee picking up the win?
I don't know what Frazier character is supposed to be. I'm kind of at a loss, especially with the promo he hit later on in the show. You know, everybody says great things about Dragon Lee, but this was just an average match to me. Yeah, there was some good strikes here and there, but it's nothing to go ooh and ah. And when this guy's Buzz was around, it was about ooh and ah. I'm telling you, Savage, I don't see, I mean, a good debut for him, you know, but it just doesn't do nothing for me. This guy's really bland to me. He's one of two NXT superstars that they have that's really bland.
I know what you mean. Let's bring Anthony back in. Anthony, how about you? How'd that match hit you? Dragon Lee's NXT debut. I mean, I know it wasn't his, he had his debut at the pay-per-view, but actual episode of NXT, this is his debut.
I really didn't, like, it didn't, I don't know why. I just don't feel it with him right now. I gotta, you
know what it is? I think we've seen so many people over the last year who wrestle almost exactly like a Dragon Lee. Like, give me an example. Ray Phoenix, right? Except Ray Phoenix is better than Dragon Lee. He's better in the ring. He's smoother, crisper. So I've already seen a better version of Dragon Lee.
What it is, though, is that we're seeing so much, it's like with NXT and AEW, it's spot fest. That's what it is with every match.
AEW's big time like that, but I mean Axiom. Who's better, Axiom or Dragon Lee, Jay?
I asked Mick Thomas in this. Then tell me why should I like Dragon Lee?
All right, Mick Thomas, you got the challenge right now. Jay wants a reason
why. I like Dragon Lee? I asked you that.
Why should Jay like Dragon Lee, Mick? Give him a reason. But answer my question, Jay. Who's better right now if you have to pick one, right? Axiom Dragon Lee.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt. Ray Phoenix or Dragon Lee?
Ray Phoenix.
Penta or Dragon Lee?
Penta.
Give me a moment here. Roosh or Dragon
Lee? Roosh.
Vikingo. Vikingo or Dragon Lee?
Vikingo.
I just named a bunch of guys.
One I'm stuck on because they both.
Roosh is better than Dragon Lee. It's not even questionable. It's not even questionable. Roosh has more personality in one strain. Roosh has more personality in one strain of his hair than Dragon Lee has in his entire family's bloodline.
I just want to say this. To me, WWE has a history of like debuting people.
I disagree. Sorry,
Anthony, I'm listening. I'm sorry,
but like, I'm just trying to get the words.
No, it's all right. We're laughing at Mick's comment. He disagrees with everything we're saying tonight.
Like, they have like this huge issue with debuting people, and then like, but not giving us vignettes of who they are.
No, yeah, you're right. It feels like sometimes they do a good job with that, and then other times they really drop the ball. Mick Thomason comes out and says Dragon Lee is better than all the guys he's been around for a long time. I know what you're talking about. Okay. I'm just saying, Mick, I think I've seen a lot like Dragon Lee. And not to take anything away from Dragon Lee, but I've seen it already from so many different people that it's hard for me to be like, okay, well, what's so amazing about it? What makes him stand out? He's doing the exact same stuff that like 20 other different wrestlers are doing in 3 different companies, including New Japan, Impact Wrestling, all the independents, WWE. If anything, now he's a more low-key version of a, Ray Phoenix. Because AEW, he's got more control over his moves and his match. They can do whatever the hell they want over there. They can do 450 tombstone power drivers off the table through a...
Oh, there's no order there. There's no order.
But there's a lot of guys that are in NXT that are doing the same shit that Dragon Lee's doing.
I think Nathan Frazier is better than Dragon Lee. How about that? JD McDonough is better than Dragon Lee. Like, no question. By the way,
JD is better than Dragon Lee.
McDonough had the best performance out of anybody at Stand and Deliver.
Who?
JD McDonough. Like, his moveset in that match was unreal.
Ilya had good moments too. And
Dragunov
was really great.
Listen, we know Dragunov's right on his tails, man. I really love Dragunov. Awesome. I really love Dragunov. All right, let's keep it moving for NXT. Do we have anything else to talk about, really?
No, I'm sick and tired of Dragon Lee.
No, but we don't really have anything else to talk about because after this match, it was the whole thing with Carmelo Hayes, and we're going through backwards now, but after this, it was the whole thing with Carmelo Hayes. It was this is what ended NXT, and Braun Breaker turning heel. I did love it. I was a big fan of it. I thought he looked incredible as a heel. I think he's going to be booked better as a heel. He's going to sound cooler. He's going to look cooler. Being a bad guy is exactly what he needs. But I think it would add a more meaningful impact if it happened at Stand and Deliver. But I digress. Anthony, Braun Breaker, is he going to make a great heel or what?
I'm excited to see that. I haven't seen him as a heel yet, so.
Okay. Yeah, it's new stuff. He's been a complete babyface for a while now.
Yeah.
AEW gave props to MJF on their social media because he was given the key to the city, the town of Oyster Bay, recognizing MJF, the AEW World Champion from Plainview, New York. And guess what tomorrow is, ladies and gentlemen?
I'm so excited.
Is MJF Day. Anthony's going to be hopping on the train, making his way over to the UBS. Or actually, I think he's getting in the Uber. He's taking the Uber. Yeah. Taking the Uber? Yeah. I can do the Macho Man just like everybody else. They think they can do the Macho Man. I can do the Macho Man. You're going to go to the UBS Center? You're going to get in the Uber? Be the cream of the crop, brother?
It's going to be a blast, guys. Going to have fun.
I got to see if I can customize a vest for Anthony by tomorrow. The 8x10 super vest. It would be a walking, it would be like a walking supermarket. You could have Coke cans in one pocket,
so Snicker bars. Gonna wear your MJF shirts?
I don't know. No,
I don't have an MJF shirt.
I'm wearing a new suit, Jay. New suit that was purchased on Monday.
With the scarf?
No, I don't need. I might bring the scarf, but I might actually light it on fire.
Yeah, because that almost happened a couple times at BBW.
But I don't want to get kicked out, so maybe we'll have Anthony light it on fire.
Yeah,
you won't get kicked out, Anthony.
Get in that building wearing a scarf.
Listen, Anthony, just tell them that you don't know what's going on. You just play dumb. Like, I don't even know where I am.
On special needs?
Yeah, there you go. You can't do nothing to me. I'm good. We're safe. Yeah, no, I might wear the new suit. It's like a black and gold suit. But yeah, tomorrow's MJF Day. I'm gonna get there probably like I think we talked about 5 o'clock. Fuck around with some of the fans, get some videos, get some content. Jay, my friend has 2 extra tickets. If you want to come, $25.
I wish. Can't.
Dude, I'll buy the fucking ticket for you.
Oh,
I got work. Can't.
He works.
Son of a bitch, Jay.
It's all right. It's all right. I don't think Jay's feeling AEW anymore.
I'll tell you what. I think the only good thing in this card is that FTR guns.
What do we think we're going to see in that FTR match? Is FTR really going to retire right now?
That's going to tell us everything.
Nah,
that's going to be the match. That's going to steal the show.
You know how NXT had a horrible weekend though?
Because they did bloopers.
We're 34 minutes in and we already finished talking about Stand and Deliver and NXT.
I think you skipped some parts.
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
There was a lot. There was a little more content behind it. It's all right.
Tomorrow,
What-
by the
what
way.
did I miss that you want to talk about?
There was Kiana James, Briggs, Core J.
Oh yeah, I want to say this,
Paxley versus
Anthony. Then you can
Miles.
say whatever you were going to say about tomorrow. Tatum Paxley.
Wagner, Axiom versus
Tatum
Lee.
Paxley looks good.
She did, but she's still green.
She
She was
took
very
a loss.
green in that match.
Anthony, what about tomorrow?
No, I'm getting the new iPhone tomorrow.
Ooh, on MJF Day? Wow.
Listen here, brother. I do a better Hulk Hogan.
It's
Yeah,
just
and by the way,
horrible
this
to
kid,
get better.
Speedball Mike,
Oh yeah.
that this kid that you that you told us about earlier in the show.
Yeah.
This kid is good.
Oh yeah, he's more than good.
I'm
Outlaw
watching his. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make it to some of the Outlaw shows. Matt Cardona is going to be making his debut. There's some big news coming down the pike as well. Wait till you hear my next signing at the Wrestling Universe for May. Let's just say it's someone from AEW. I don't want to drop any
Moxley?
names yet.
Darby.
No, I wouldn't hire Moxley if he was the
I
last
want my
wrestler on Earth.
reschedule of Darby Allin. It better be Darby.
It's not Darby. Not Darby. Matt Cardona making his way to the battlefield, though. April 30th. I'll be there causing chaos with Alpha Jr., Phil Insane, Bull James, Snitsky, Vinnie Mac, Philadelphia Playboy, Championship Material, the Samoans, Lance, KC Navarro's taking on Matt Cardona. It's going to be sick. May 6th, come and hang out with Savage and Marty Jannetty. Come party with Marty at the 80s Wrestling Con in Men in Sports Arena. There's going to be a lot going on. You can meet Bret Hart. You can meet the cast of Busted Open. You can meet Andre the Giant's daughter, and then stick around and watch the ISPW Heavyweight Championship match between Rick Recon and Bull James. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good, fun day of pro wrestling. If you're a pro wrestling fan, this is a day for you.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. So Bully Ray's going to be there.
Yeah, so what? Fuck Bully Ray.
Okay, cool.
Bully Ray owes me
I'm
tickets to
gonna
WrestleMania.
go talk shit to his face.
He might beat you up, man.
Let him. I can press charges. Hey, beat up a special needs kid.
That's true. That's a good lawsuit. I don't think he has a lot of money, though. He works on
Okay,
it.
I'm going after him. I'll go after him. I don't give a shit.
Saturday,
Back
May
fuck.
13th. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, again, will be in New York City for the homecoming at Creative Pro. And the tickets have been acquired. Savage will be there. If you haven't got your ticket already, I got some bad news for you. There's no tickets left. It's over. It's sold out. If you didn't listen to me when I was pumping this event out the last week or two, telling you get your tickets, be there, or miss out on greatness. And that's what you're going to witness on May 13th. Greatness. Rolling Stone will be streaming Outlaw Wrestling. Sick day of professional wrestling in Long Island. That's not even far from you that way. Anthony, you could walk to that show.
Yeah, I'm not that close to it.
Ah, you good
Well,
exercise, though.
Yeah.
You know how to ride a bike?
No.
How about an e-scooter?
E-scooter.
Skateboard? Roller skates.
I don't have them.
4x4. We got to get him a Zamboni, Jay. He should drive a Zamboni.
No, get me a golf cart.
He can't
There
die
you
in
go.
a Zamboni. I mean, if anybody hits the Zamboni, their car is going to get wrecked, and he's just going to be sitting there laughing. Maybe he should drive around with a forklift. It goes really slow, and nobody's knocking over a forklift. All right, Wrestle Bash coming up August as well. Last night we had Monday Night Raw, UFC and WWE are now like partners. Let's see what that's going to happen. WrestleMania. Anything else we want to touch on WrestleMania? It's real, guys. It happened. Roman Reigns is... by the way, I just want to do this now and get it out of the way. I acknowledge you, Roman. I will never, ever doubt your ability to win any match ever again until the year 2030.
I have nothing to say.
Jay, he's the head of the table, right?
been saying it for a
I
while.
respect it. I respect it. He is the head of the table, but you know, the truth be told, Jay, I'm building my own table.
I mean,
I'm building my own table.
I have a lot to say about that main event.
Here we go. Go for it.
No, like, it was a great. I think it had everything that we were looking for. It had great storytelling in the whole thing. Am I disappointed with the outcome? Honestly, no. Because thinking about it now, like, you know, it kind of gives it more. You can kind of give Cody more of a story because he never really faced adversity yet. Now here's his adversity. Now you can start building a story for him.
They're definitely going to build a story for him, and right now that story is to take a trip to Suplex City while Roman Reigns enjoys his seat in the island of relevancy. And it's a good thing that I don't sound more like Macho Man, because I don't need to sound like Macho Man when I sound like a savage. Damn it. All right, Jay, I'm just going to keep scrolling through pictures. If there's anything you want to talk about, let me know.
Yeah, if Adam Pearce produced that Cena Theory match, wow, that was a pretty bad match to me. I did not enjoy that Cena match. It was too, I don't know. I think it was probably one of Cena's lowest WrestleMania matches I've seen.
The match was very blank. It looked like a John Cena match that you would see on Monday Night Raw when he was taking losses to Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and AJ Styles and all that shit. You know what I mean? It didn't seem like anything special.
But you know what's crazy? They just did the same finisher as Braun Breaker and Melo Hayes did with the low blow and tap out, and they tap out. Cena goes get the referee. Melo taps out. Braun goes get the referee. It's like a classic finisher there.
The only thing I don't like about WrestleMania Night 1 is this match deserved the main event. It just sucks that it couldn't be as good as the Ripley Flair match. That match was so good that it kind of it was hard to top that. You know, that match should have been on night 2.
Nobody could have.
Yeah, but the Usos and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they delivered. That was a really they put on. But to me, that was the best women's match that was put on that card. That was a best women's match.
Dude, that was the best match of WrestleMania weekend, bar none. Not even close. Charlotte Flair stole the entire show.
I mean, for me, it was the best women's match because Belair and Asuka sucked.
I wouldn't say it sucked. For me, I did enjoy the match, but it was nowhere near what Charlotte and Ripley did. Bianca didn't do her spot calling
the
too
Bianca
much.
match.
The Bianca match was whatever, man. I was hoping Asuka would win, but after seeing her entrance and then hearing the story, dude, I knew it was a wrap for Asuka. You know, she knew it was a wrap too.
But
that means Belair's been a full year calendar champion.
Are they going to give her another full year?
I could see it.
I think Ripley's going to have a strong year. I don't see anyone taking that title off Ripley, except Ronda. And Ronda's got, she's going to have tag team gold.
Well, Ronda was the biggest joke in WrestleMania weekend. Period.
Isn't that weird that we didn't see them on Raw, though? Why didn't we see Ronda? Yeah, the new
she
tag
has
team
an arm
champion.
injury. She has an arm injury. Have you noticed the whole match? She didn't take one bump.
So they're going to keep the title. They're going to keep the title on her and just wait till she gets fucking healed.
I'm pretty sure she's close. Listen, if they put her in the match, I'm pretty sure she's close to getting cleared. But she did not take one bump, so
for safety reasons. So that's why the match ended fast. Okay.
And I also had a problem with this match. You know what the problem with this match is? The background. Look at the background with all the cinnamon toast crunch. Boards. It to me, it felt like a New Day match. I thought I was watching New Day was going to come out with Big E. It was like a joke. Seriously,
I gotta say this though,
and
Rey Mysterio, the last 2 matches he's been in, has looked better than he did the entire calendar year on Monday Night Raw and pay-per-views. I don't know what it is. Maybe just getting in the Hall of Fame, WrestleMania week. Maybe it's his adrenaline flowing. He's running faster. He's kicking harder. He's giving that 619 and making it look legit. I loved the match last night between him and Austin Theory. I didn't really say it, but I thought it was a hell of a match, actually. And Ray looked phenomenal. Ray did not look like a 50-year-old plus man. He looked like he was 25 out there last night.
I see it differently. I thought Theory was carrying the match, and he did a great job at it. But I mean, Ray had little moments. I don't think.
But look at this, even this screenshot right here. Look at Ray. He's in tremendous shape. He's in better shape than his son.
Match. He wanted to put his son over. It was a great match. I mean, their father and son, for God's sake. So of course they know each other very, very well. Put over.
Do you think this is going to carry on to next year's Mania?
If they get rid of the stupid finishes and the interference and all that, then yeah, they could. That's the only thing that ruined it for me, and the LED boards and stuff.
This is already a candidate for match of the year. Right now, it's between this and MJF versus Bryan Danielson, like for match of the year.
No question. This is it. This is the best woman match ever in Northeastern history, wherever you want to call it, wherever you want to live. This is a prime example AEW should pay attention to. This is how you have a match. And let's not forget, guys, first 3-5 minutes of the match wasn't really interesting, but it picked up, right?
Nah, this match was perfection from beginning to end, man. They played it like a fiddle.
Not in the beginning. The crowd wasn't in, but it sucked you in. It got you in. And Rhea Ripley's facial
expression. They built it up,
man.
man. It's a classic build-up, man. I mean, the moment alone was worth watching. Triple H standing proud with his new women's champion for SmackDown. Bayley has been like deleted from the Raw roster. I heard Bayley's done from Raw. We're gonna see Bayley on SmackDown now, solo.
That's where she belongs.
Oh, thank God.
I'm okay with that. So that means it's gonna be Rhea Ripley versus probably Rhea Ripley killing Bayley. Well, ouch. Okay.
You think? Wait a minute.
Go. What you got?
I'm sorry. I just wanted to ask this. Do you think that Cora Jade could be the one to go out there and replace Bayley with Damage Control? And
no,
like maybe
please, no. I don't want.
Not, hold on. Not call it Damage Control. Call it something else, but have her lead. You know, those same women, but call it something else.
No.
She's like a mission.
Cora Jade is exactly where she belongs. Headed to the top of NXT.
Hey, I was just wondering. I just wanted to know your opinions on it.
Hell no.
Okay.
I got opinions on Cora Jade. I don't know if it's good or not.
She freaking looks slamming tonight.
Leave her on NXT right now because she ain't coming to Raw and touching Bianca, and she ain't coming to SmackDown and touching Ripley. Let's be honest about that. I want her nowhere near the main roster because she ain't doing a goddamn thing until she gets there.
I was just
disappear.
And the tag team titles are on Ronda and Shayna. You think anyone's taking those titles off them anytime soon? The women that have the titles
they're irrelevant.
Are still going to have the titles in December, unless someone gets hurt or some crazy shit happens.
Those titles are irrelevant.
I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte Flair comes back and rips the title off Bianca, like in December or something.
Please, I don't want to see.
And then Bianca wins the Rumble. And then takes it right back off Flair. Maybe next year we get Bianca versus Flair. Maybe.
No, actually, Charlotte. It was reported that Charlotte Flair is done with the WWE right now.
Yeah, she's taking time off.
Well, good for her. That. She came back. She had her little run. She got the title
for like 2-3 months.
She'll come. Who cares? So what? Make her
Thank
money.
you, Jen.
I don't care. We don't need her right now. She'll come back and win a championship like she does.
But it does make sense why she won against Ronda. I guess Ronda was injured that time, and they said, okay, we got to give it a Flair.
Yeah, bro, they're going to have her come back. She'll be 15-time champ. Same thing will happen again, rinse and repeat. Eventually she'll come back, do 16, 17. It's going to happen. Seth Rollins, Logan Paul. The match was fun, but I think it was, I don't know. I thought they could have done better. I thought it could have been a way more exciting, entertaining match with way more incredible spots. I thought the Roman Reigns and Logan Paul match was superior to this match as far as storytelling, and just the match itself was well put together. This match did not feel that well put together. That's just my take.
I mean, I think, well, I'm not going to rate Logan Paul matches of what's best, but I think he exceeded expectations, especially
he always does.
2,000 people. This was the biggest. It was a big match with a top guy. another top guy, and he delivered. Everything made sense. All the timing was perfect, even the frog splash from the outside. Everything was perfect.
I'll say this: you're still not going to find a wrestler who's had a better career with only 4 matches under his belt. Good luck to that.
Just keeps raising the
Montez Ford, Street Profits coming out on top. They're, I guess, the new #1 contenders, as we saw last night on Raw.
Over it.
Theory beat Cena. Nobody cares. What did he do? Raw was mediocre. It did feel like a Vince McMahon show. I was hyped to see this, though, but that ended quickly. Just like we're going to end this show quickly. You guys have anything else you want to talk about? Because tomorrow, Jay,
good luck. Have fun, guys.
Would you be down to talk about Dynamite when I get home?
If I'm up. Depends
All right.
what time you get back. You're going to be back, what, 12?
Probably 12. Maybe like a half-hour wrap-up show.
Depends, maybe.
Or maybe we do it on
Knowing
Thursday.
you're going to probably be out there getting content, so...
Probably, yeah.
Probably on
Maybe
you.
we. I got
Yeah,
a
me.
message. Evil Kip. Kip thinks he's coming on tomorrow to talk about Dynamite. Jay, do you want to host the show with Evil Kip?
I don't even know who that person is.
Yo, he would get so fucking mad at you because
Right,
he's coming on here as full character. He's not messing around.
I have to do my research. I'm sorry.
Charlotte Flair may be pregnant. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
That's a good call. I didn't even think about that. Johannes,
I'll
you're
never
so damn
stop,
smart.
Nick. I'll never stop
you,
shitting
John.
on Cena. Never.
I love you. You're my friend. You need to stop. Listen, John Cena is the peacemaker. Okay? He did more incredible work in one season of HBO's The Peacemaker than he did in his entire WWE
Nick,
career.
I have never seen John Cena have a conversation at a WrestleMania match from beginning to end and telling a person what to do. I have never seen that my entire life. This was fun. This was a first.
John Cena, you can see me. You can see me clearly.
Now
I'm
run
gonna
me
get
through the
over
ropes.
ring.
Uncle Shogun tackle you. Come on. Get
Yo,
up, get up.
A-Town down.
Bite my hand. Bite my
A-Town
hand.
down.
Bite my hand. Bite my hand. Bite my hand.
5-knuckle shuffle. 5-knuckle shuffle.
All right, here it comes. Here it comes.
It's time for the 5 moves of doom, Theory. You ready?
Put me to the corner and then throw it down you. All right?
Yo,
Come on. Come on.
come on, take this shit home. Hit me with that A-Town down. Take it home.
I don't know, man. And that match didn't do it for me.
It happens. That's why I said I thought there was a lack of star power for WrestleMania. Like, John Cena, to me, I know people aren't going to agree with this, but John Cena is not who he was anymore.
John Cena is a legend, okay? He's on my Mount Rushmore, but will this be his last match? No. There'll probably be
Yeah, but
something
dude, my
better.
point is he's not going to come out and steal the show anymore,
He
man.
doesn't need to. He just needs to come out whenever they need him. And he'll get millions of dollars for it because it ain't free. And that's it. And I'm sure the next match will be better.
You know what the problem with John Cena is? I think he just plays it way too safe. I'm not going to say he's not capable of having banger matches or going out there and stealing the show. I think John Cena is still fully capable of being one of the best wrestlers in the world. But his gimmick and his character and the way he's built, he doesn't need to anymore. He's exactly like Hulk Hogan, where he can, like, come out, do his spots and get his paycheck and go home. So he doesn't need to take any risks, is what I'm saying. And because of that, it's hard for me to love him like I used to when he used to shock me with incredible moments of strength or matches.
It's fun, but check it out. I think WWE relies too much on legends' names like Trish Stratus, Lita, John Cena. They rely on all these big names to get the ratings up and more people eyeballs in. But the face of the fact is they have superstars back there. They're doing something great out of Cody we haven't seen in a long time.
Yo, Mick Thomas is
have other
talking shit
people
about my
that
sister, Jay. He said he's been a big fan of my
They like
sister.
the guy. Oh, hey, man. Tough shit. But overall, they have stars back there and they don't utilize them. And that's why, guys, I'm going to say this again, and people are going to really kill me on this chat room, that this is why Seth Rollins, to me, and to Vince McMahon's eyes, will never be that guy.
Maybe.
And it's a shame. It
No
really
problem, Mick. Not only are we going to put that comment, but we're going to close up the show with you.
Wrestling! Oh my God.
Well, Savage.
Is that Anthony in the back? Like, oh my God.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But this has been Wrestling with Savage. Anthony, I'll see you tomorrow night at the UBS Arena. We'll hang out with Gilch. A couple of my other friends are going to be coming down. Jay, wish you could be there.
FaceTime.
We got to get together soon. I wanted to plan like a group night where we all get together and either go bowling or maybe play pool or something. Let me know. Maybe we'll let you pick the date, Jay, since you can never ever do anything. We'll let you pick the date. So
no weekdays.
Maybe in 2027.
No weekdays. No weekdays.
Pick like a Sunday in the middle of the month.
Okay. That's
all right. All right. Everybody, thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching Wrestling with Savage. I hope you enjoyed NXT, and we'll see you. I will drop content tomorrow. Regardless, if we don't do a live show at 10:30, I will be dropping live content throughout the night. So keep an eye on the channel. Keep an eye on the Instagram, on the TikTok, on the Facebook, on the Twitter. I'm going to be dropping exclusive content on all of it throughout the night. And I'll see you guys next time, right here on Wrestling with Savage. Good night, Jay. Good night, Anthony. Good night, Seth. What are you doing? I'm excited. Nice to
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Bronson, you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. Smackdown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Woo! Wait. Full screen. Woo!